Am I the asshole for moving to a hotel because my wife's family insisted I sleep on the couch? I say yes, unless this is like the worst couch and it's in the cold and there's a dog sleeping with you. Like, you will have to have a big list of shit happening for it to be problematic. I understand that, like, we'll see. If it's because they were lacking space, it's a thing. If it's because they didn't want you to sleep with your wife, it's a weirder thing, I guess. Like, I'll see. My wife and I got married last summer. Her family lives across the country from us, so up until this point, I had never actually visited them. Good. But I had met them a handful of times and we've always gotten along fine. They invited us to come visit and stay with them for a few days, and we took up on the offer. We flew in yesterday and everything went well. Our dad and I watched football while she caught up with her mom and sister. Fair. And then we had a really nice dinner, but things went south at the end of the night when it was made clear that they didn't want me sharing a bed with my wife while in their home, and that they expected me to sleep on the couch. Here's my point about that. If you try to prevent, and we're talking about adult, like that are married, if you want your babies, your child, to have a very weird relationship with sexuality, make sure that it's unacceptable around you. And they will go and do it in less safe environment than their own home. Maybe I'm a little bit too open about that, but like, I'd rather for my girl to do stuff with their boyfriend inside my house. I would teach them, like, at least do not disturb people around you. Do not scream and do your stuff, like, while people are there. And I'd rather have them home safely doing their stuff in their own environment, in control, instead of where other environment like could influence that. I'd rather have my daughter with her boyfriend in her room, knowing that if something goes south, like, she can scream for us to help, and I would go beat out the shit of that person, you know? I feel like safety goes first, and this is just the way to make your kid try to have their first experiences in environment that are less under their control. It's stupid. I honestly thought they were joking at first, but they insisted we sleep separately. I had a problem with the implication. Just thank you for the raid. I'm catching up soon, dear.
Show them out before I get.
I'm gonna say a good hi to the people soon. Sorry. We'll finish in the Am I the Asshole, and then I'm catching up. Okay, sorry. Here. I just thought they were joking at first, but they insisted we sleep separately. I had a problem with the implication that I shouldn't be allowed to sleep next to my wife, and I also had a bad back on the couch. Did not look at least the least bit comfortable. They don't have a guest room. That's stupid. After arguing back and forth for a bit, I decided to leave and book a hotel. I told my wife she didn't have to come with me. She'd choose to stay, and I said I would come back the next day. I went off to a Marriott about 10 meter away. 10 miles or meter? Say miles. I went and got a good night's sleep, trying not to let the whole situation bother me. Fair enough. This morning, I called my wife asking if I should come by. She told me her parents want to apologize for leaving the way I did. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm sorry, this is going both sides. Screw this. Thank you for the shout out, Ibda. Super appreciated. 10 minutes. Okay. Fudge this. Fudge this. Like, this situation is totally ruining the day there. It's stupid for them. About 10 minutes later, I hear back from her, and she tells me that not only will they not apologize for it, that's stupid. And they are now insisting I need to come back and stay on the couch for the rest of our visit. And if I don't agree to this, I'm not welcome back in the house. I'm pretty livid at this point, and I told her that there's absolutely no chance that I will do that, and I'm no longer willing to offer any sort of apology. My wife's sisters are now bothering me, saying this is just the way their parents are. Yeah, this is why, like, you had to go and live your first experience out. This is stupid. My wife is very upset that I need to just give in and say that I need to just give in and stay on the couch for the rest of the trip before this turned into some sort of family feud. From my perspective, I don't care what they think, and I'm willing to treat the rest of this trip as a solo vacation. Yeah, at this point. Go sightseeing and meet my wife back at the airport at the end of the week. This is so full of shit. This is so full of shit. He did not ask for any money. He just wanted to have his own comfort. I don't know what to say. Like, as much as I would like to be against him, it's for comfort, okay? This is the only part kind of triggers me. It's only for his comfort to some point. But there's something weird when you have when your daughter is like now married to someone and you're like, you can't sleep in the same bed. What the fudge? Even your religious principle cannot defend that. You don't want to hear your daughter have sex with another person? I don't know. Maybe don't make babies. I don't know. I don't know. It makes no sense. At that point, both sides are childish. I hope the wife takes the side of its husband in that situation. Like, it would be the worst freaking talk after that. Try to imagine, like, he does not go back to its step-parent at the moment. And he goes back with his wife home. He's gonna hear about this time for the rest of his life. He has no way out that are perfect for him. No way. First option. He do not say sorry. He's headstrong. He do his stuff. And he's coming back home and his wife becomes a piss off for the next 30 years about that time. Yeah, he wants to apologize. It's the worst. He wants to apologize to keep the peace, but they need to acknowledge that it wasn't appropriate. Like, they just need to say, it's all good. We're sorry. Like, it's all good. And they're not willing. Like, now they're like, you do that and you still have to sleep on the couch, the thing that you didn't want to do in the first place. Like, second option, he accepts everything. He goes back, sleep on the couch, he's hurt. Like, as sad as it sounds, and I hate to say it this way, if he wants to have a like good relationship in the future with his parents and with his wife for the next 30 years, the option that makes the most sense for him, even though he'll have the worst hurt like back in the freaking Minnesota, okay? The best option for him is actually to accept to go sleep on that couch and say sorry and like just go back like a dog with his tail between his legs. And we know how high the ego of humans is. He does not want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. So he's on a loss. He's losing no matter what happens. And on the long term also, like, this kind of stupid rules will still hold. I would not go back there. Based on the ego, but out of that, like, I would not go back there after. Even if he goes back and accept the best option for him at the moment, which is to sleep on the couch, every time he's gonna, like, they're gonna entertain the idea of him going back there, he's gonna be like, nope, I don't wanna. And he's still in the shit on the long term. So he lose or he lose. Either lose or he lose. He cannot win. Very bad situation. I feel like we're gonna have I don't think people can call him the asshole if they consider the fact that he can't win. It wouldn't make sense. People are going for not the asshole, but yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, I like how there's some people that are going for the worst thing here. But yeah. I would go back home and just enjoy some time alone. Just live my life. This is dumb. This is so dumb. Like, they can ask you, they could have just asked you, do not have sex. If that's really the problem, like,